Hey guys, what's up? 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Coach for the Soul, question and answer. So as you come into the room, say hello, hello, hello. And if you watch this on the YouTube channel, check it out. Check it out. Leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, that kind of stuff. So we'll see who pops on. Hey, Paula. And yeah, so I'm gonna make one announcement when we get some people in, yeah, we're gonna see how many people pop on. So I'm gonna answer questions for everybody for an hour. Yeah. Hey, Suze. How's it going? Hi, Diane. How are you? Hey, Allison. Yep. So, hi, Nancy. Hey, Charles. What's up? Hi, Sue. What's going on? Daisy's in timeout. She wants to go outside, but yeah, she's not being a nice girl. She barking at doggies. Yeah. So let a few more people get in. If you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the feed, and I will answer them for you. Okay. I'm gonna shut the TV off. Oh, what did she do? She's just, I let her outside and she just continues to just go Cujo on the balcony with dogs and people. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, so we have to have her, I need a trainer, but don't have the money to do it. So once I do, we'll get it done, you know. In fact, I'm gonna let her out just because. Okay, here, go. If she goes Cujo on us, we're in trouble. Because it's going to be loud. She's a loud girl. She's a loud girl. Okay, so Allison says, what does it mean when spirit tickles you? When you get chills, I had to tell them to stop. Don't tell them to stop, Allison. That's just because you're either receiving something or you're in the energy. Hey, Robin. Or you're in energy that connects to your pineal gland, your third eye. And so it vibrates and it sends chills throughout your body. Normally, if I do this, if I'm wincing, hey, Lacey, then that's because the energy is coming up my neck to my crown chakra, okay? Or when you're not connected deeply, you'll get goosebumps on your arms. But when you get them anyplace else on your body, especially in your head, you're truly connected. Yeah, so don't tell them to stop. Just say, so Spirit, what's that about? Or ask them a question. Yeah. Okay. It's been 3 months since my dad passed. Just wanted to check if he made it on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna get my dog. I'm gonna get my dog in the house. Hang on. Here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Done. Sorry, sis. Take a seat on the couch. Yeah. Okay, so okay, so Robin's dad passed. Check in me. Yes, there was a lot of people there waiting for him. Robin. He feels that he's blessed. That it was time, he was ready to go. His brother's there, so it's a brother. So it can be brother from this lifetime or brother in spirit, okay? And he wants you to know that he made it, because you know he didn't believe in the hell part, right? Because he's kind of laughing, saying, well, she didn't think I went to hell, did she? It's like, no, not at all. Okay. Something about getting rid of stuff. Getting rid of stuff. Okay? Getting rid of stuff. So, nothing that I have nothing that I have that I had means anything anymore. Okay? Here goes Cujo. Yeah. Hey, Charles, can you explain this? One morning, an unusual feeling came over me. I suddenly felt taller. Oh, yes. I told Nancy, and she said, I knew you were going to say that. You look taller. Okay, so Charles, what that is your spirit guides elongating you, okay? Opening yourself up because your heart is not open to not only to let go, but to receive. So I call it the Stretch Armstrong effect. Remember Stretch Armstrong? It was a doll from like a doll that you could, not really a doll, but it was a guy. And it was for boys that could pull their arms, and his arms would get really long, his legs would get really long. And that's what that is. That's your spirit guides, because you don't talk to him enough, Spirit says. Opening your heart up, okay? Because it is time for you to get rid of who you used to be and step into who you are. 3D is gone, my friend. 3D is gone. And that opening allowed that 3D vapor to come out of your body, Spirit says. He showed it to me in my head. Yeah. So that's what that is. It's the same thing that happened to me a month or so ago, where they grabbed me by my rib cage and lifted me to my vaulted ceiling. All the time I was chanting for probably 8, 9, 10 minutes. Had no idea. I mean, they just came and grabbed me by my solar plexus, and they just lifted me up right underneath, right in that space between the ribs. Yeah, grab me and just pull me up. Yeah. So that's what that is. Ascension. Yes, I made a grubby bark. That's how Daisy knows that I'm serious. Is yeah. Yep. Hi, Jody. Hey, Julie, what's going on? Susan, yes, you're selling the house this year. Yes, it's been too long. If so, when? They'll never tell you when. What you have to do is get in the energy of selling the house. Okay. What does that mean? You have to be balanced. You have to have done your work. You got to have the house cleaned out. Anything that no longer serves should have already been thrown away. Okay. Be it clothes, be it memorabilia, be it anything. Okay. Hey, oh, hi, Lynn. Yeah. Have you not done that? Because Spirit is saying there's more to do. But you're not going to, I know. They'll do it one or two ways, Spirit says. You'll either do it yourself, or they will make you do it. Okay? So that could be by a flood. It could be by a spill. It could be by an accident. It could be by anything. Whatever it is, they will oil it, they'll water it, they'll do whatever to make you throw it away. They'd rather you do it on your own, if that makes sense. Okay? But they'll never tell you when you're going to sell it. It's up to you and your energy. Okay? How much you've made, not really decided, but got in the energy of letting go of the house, because the house is attached to you and your dad. You can say you're going to sell it, but if you're doing it from a third dimensional situation, you're not going to sell the house when you think you're going to sell the house. But it has to be clean. It has to be staged. It has to be all of these things. It can't be 100% clean of your energy, Spirit says, for somebody to buy the house. Okay? Unless you're going to sell it for less. Because people will buy it for less, but if you want to get top dollar for it, you're going to have to do that work, and I'm assuming that you already have. If you haven't, let me know. Okay? Nancy. Okay, can you explain about the timelines? Okay, so Nancy says, can you explain about the timelines and how imaging the timelines you want to inhibit can alter the timeline you are currently on? Okay, now, you can imagine it, but you can't really imagine it because you don't know what it is, okay? When you're able to see it clearly, we always run on two timelines at the same time. That's what deja vu is all about, okay? It's normally a third dimensional timeline, which we've been in since we were born and all our past lives, okay? And then there's a fifth or sixth dimensional timeline that is running faster. That's why time is running so fast at the moment, okay? And it's only gonna get faster because in higher dimensional energy, things move quicker because there isn't any blockages, okay? So you'll have a moment of deja vu, or you'll have like a, I don't want to say like spinning, begins with a V. I can't think of what it is. Vertigo, okay? But not a case that will leave you on the couch. It usually happens for me and others that I know when you are sitting, just not focusing, and all of a sudden you can see through your third eye another energy line that is right next to who you are running. Normally for me, it's my right, okay? And if you ask them to show it to you and you're prepared to just let it be and get more and more flowy, right? Because Spirit has talked about that before. Well, we have to be flowy. We have to just be. There's nothing we can do to change anything. That's when it happens. The more that you concentrate on it, that's third dimension, and it's not going to happen. You're going to get disappointed because the ego is going to get in there and say, oh, no. You know, that's not true, right? That's not true, right? Let it happen. Let it happen. But there isn't any certain way of doing it from what I understand from them because it has to be natural. It has to be natural, okay? Let me know if you have anything else, all right? If you have any more questions, okay? Oh, you're welcome, Robin. Hey, Vicky. Okay, Laura, am I moving this year? I'm not sure where. No. You're not done there, Spirit says. You're not done in Sarasota because I think that's still where you live. And if you want to move, right? All you have to do is say, okay, Spirit, ask for what you want, everybody. Ask what you want. You don't have to have you don't have to have a destination, right? I know my destination because it's been 8 years, but you don't have to know a destination. You can say to your guides, my stuff happens in the bathroom. When I'm shaving or I'm in the shower or whatever, right? I'm putting face cream on, whatever, right? That's when it happens for myself because I'm in a state of just balance. There isn't anything that is intrusive in my head at all, because it's just routine, right? I'm just doing something that I do every day. But I don't see you going anyplace. Yeah, I don't see you going anyplace. I know. So, but if you want to move, you can start. The more that you ask them, the sooner you'll get the answer. And you'll know it, right? Chimes. It's kind of dark in my place. Yeah, chimes. So do that, okay? Do that, because the chimes are over on the coffee table, okay? Hi, Taz. How's it going? Hey, Dorothy. Teresa Parker, what's up, girl? Hey, Shannon. Okay, when do you think your ancient money will come? When do you think our ancient money will come in? Okay. So everybody's different. Now for you, because your journey is so intense and so balanced, the less that you pain about it, the quicker it comes. Okay? Because when there's resistance, like, oh my God, when's it gonna, oh my God, when it's gonna come, oh my God, when it's gonna come. Even if you don't even voice it, even if it's in your brain, if it's in your mind, it means it's in your heart. It means it's in your energy, the anxiousness. I've done that for 8 years, okay? And realizing now that I didn't really mean to do it, but I could have used the ancient money, but I know that it wasn't time yet. I believe it's now. And that's just because of who I've become in the past 8 years. I know you are extremely connected. And Peter said, the less you have to feel like you already have it and believe that you don't need it. That's when it shows up. Out of the blue. And Taz, you'll know when it's coming because you'll vibrate, you'll feel it in your heart, you will get synchronicities, right? Like for me, it was the chimes breaking. I have 1 bar left with the circle, right? Not gonna take it with me. It was my car, right? Not taking the car with me, but the engine wouldn't start, right? So finally took it in, blah, blah, blah. There was a list of things that needed to be done because it's 8 years old. And we went with the $250 battery. Okay. And Spirit's like, but we're not taking the car. Don't put any money into that. Okay. So you'll know when, because everything seems to be falling into place. Okay. That's when you know ancient money is coming. It's not coming to sit in your bank account. It's not coming to be, to just sit there. But also, the financial crisis has already started. I don't know if anybody saw that or not. But Susan sent me something, and then I just got something on my Facebook about the government insolvent. So basically, the government is bankrupt. And this was coming. We're screwed. We are screwed. So have money in your house. Have cash in your house, everybody. Because I'm telling you what, Spirit told us this months ago. The Federal Reserve is not going to open. It's not going to open for like a month. Which will mean your debit card doesn't work. The banks aren't open because banks don't have any money. Because the money comes from the Federal Reserve. There's no money. Okay? So anybody who's thinking they're going to get a $2,000 check for the tariffs, that money's gone. That money is gone to the war. Okay? So, Taz, I would think that your money wouldn't come yet. Okay? It's like my own, right? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So Susan says, yes, we're cleaned out. Awesome. Have you made amends of selling the house? Where are you going to go to? Have you decided on that? Because you got to have that destination before you'll sell your house. Okay. They won't have anybody buy your house if you don't have someplace to go. Plain and simple. Okay. That it has to be approved by them. Okay. So, again, talk to them, work it out, call a realtor. Is it a good time to sell your house? Right now, no, because there's no money. Okay. So you'll probably be there another 6 months or so, Spirit says, before you'll put it up for sale. Maybe longer, just because the economy is going to tank. Okay. Any more questions? Let me know. Lacey, how do I get Spirit to light a fire under my butt to get me where I need to go? Honey, you're on your way. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay? You have to just be. Just be. You're fine. Eat your food, drink your drinks, get a little bit of exercise. I lay on the couch. I lay around my house every day. Okay? Because I'm exhausted. That's because your body's going through this transformation, Lace. Okay? It's not 3D anymore. There's nothing that you have to do that is going to change your life at the moment. So just let it go. Because the more you think about it, the more your ego is going to get in there and try to fix it. Which means you're going to get anxious. You're going to be like, oh my God, and you're going to talk to yourself negative like everybody does. Oh my God, why are you such a loser? Why are you, oh my God, can't you do something? How come? No. I finally put my TV that I no longer use in the garage from being in front of the pantry door for a month and a half. I got it down the steps. I don't care. Don't matter. Nothing matters at all. It is about living every day and being and not having an expectation of what's going to happen that day. Yeah. What do you got to do, sweetie? That's what it's all about. Okay, input on me working. Oh, Shannon, hi, Alexis. How did the second interview go? So Shannon, are you in spirit? Spirit says you're really not as excited about doing that. Is that true? I mean, it is what you did kind of sort of before, so you shouldn't really go backwards because it doesn't work, right? You could do it for a period of time, Spirit says, but it's not going to be something that you're going to make a big push towards, okay? Because everybody needs to get out of that money fear, that fear of not having, right? And that's hard. That's hard, especially now that everything is really starting to be a cluster. Let me see. Okay, Shannon. So Spirit just said this: you need to ask your guides for something more. Something more. Okay? Spirit, I need you to bring me something more than this. Because that's going to come maybe by next week. But have they not contacted you after the second interview? That's what Spirit's giving me. They haven't contacted you yet. Is that true? Let me know. Hi, Stephanie. How's it going? How are you? Hey, Dorothy. Okay. Will I keep my job during 2026? I worry with the financial situation you have mentioned for 2026. Okay. So Dorothy, Spirit is showing me another job showing up and you taking that job. And Kathy, the answer is yes. Yeah, because they're showing me you being in your job and then something coming from the right side and landing on your, I would say, on your plate. Okay? That is it'll be so good that you'll take it. And that's in the next month. Maybe 2 months. By July, Spirit says. But what I don't want you to do, because Spirit is putting a big old star here, I don't want you to ask them, well, what is it? What am I going to be doing? Don't do any of that, because that's 3D. Just let it happen. Do your job, focus on that, and let everything happen from the right side. Okay? It's going to come from the right side. Yeah. Yeah. Meaning that, because the right side is to the left side. The right side is the right side, right? The right side. Not the left side, which is not the positive side. Okay. What do I still need to accomplish here in Sarasota? Just being, just enjoying, because I know that I believe that you're still doing work with kids or teaching people piano and things like that. It is doing that and just settling, just being settled, okay? That's when opportunity shows up, when you can show them that I'm just being. I'm just chilling out, right? I'm doing what I gotta do. And you know, with kids or people, teaching, giving lessons, things like that. But on other times, enjoying just hanging out. Does that make sense? That's the accomplishing part, Spirit says. It's about allowing yourself just to be, just to settle. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Taz. Okay, Nancy, I've been thinking about my mom a lot. She passed in 2011, and much said from her or my dad. Okay, so for mom, don't be so hard on yourself. You've always been hard on yourself. Stop. Get out of fear. Just she keeps saying, try not to beat yourself up. Try not to beat yourself up. Try not to, do you hang on every word? I mean, I know you're pretty good, but she hangs on every word. Meaning that if you hear something from your guides or from somebody else or a YouTube video, whatever, that you take that and it's not embrace it. Spirit is saying, like, not chase it, but it stays in your mind and rolls around because of your ego of, oh, that could be, that could be, that could be, that could be. Okay? Dad's not there. Just your mom. Yeah, just your mom. Okay? I wouldn't do Howl because it's a negative vortex. Walled Lake Commerce is fine. Walled Lake is better than Commerce. Okay, when it comes to energy, okay? Yeah, it's laid back lifestyle, Spirit says. Laid back lifestyle. Laid back lifestyle. Okay? So Paula, where did you put yours at? You said, see mine above, please. I'll go up there, Paula. Teresa says, why do I keep having nightmares and I'm always in Jackson? Because that's where your trauma's at, sweetie. That's why. And the nightmares are coming up so that you can release them, and they're about Jackson because, again, that's where we grew up, right? So they're just reliving as you release them, reliving them as you release them, because that's where a lot of your trauma comes from, parents and instances that I know about. Okay, but that's why. A lot of people are going through the cleansing. They're going through this process of WTF because they don't know what it is, and they always go negative. Usually people go negative. When it's like, no, there's nothing wrong at all. You're just cleansing yourself. It's cleaning yourself out while you're asleep. Like somebody who's in a deep sleep and then all of a sudden they wake up and it's like they're in fear. Well, okay, that's because when you're in REM, you're clearing your stuff out. Yeah, but that's why, Teresa, okay? Hey, Angela. Oh, you're welcome, Lace. Okay, so let me find Paula's thing. She said it's up here, so let me see if I can find it. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Bum, 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 ba, bum, ba, ba. Vicky, I'll get to you too, okay? Okay. Lene, is that your name? Lene Suzanne? I love your name. Okay. I'm looking for Paula. Oh, there's Paula right there. See more. Okay. All right. So let's see. Nice to see you. I've been doing quite a bit of pondering what you said about the military coup. Okay. It's going to happen. We're getting close. Sounds hard, but also maybe the best case scenario. Has anything changed? It's still, yes. So everything is falling into place with the war. Okay. We're going to lose that. We're going to lose the war in Iran. Okay. It's going to be a disaster, an absolute disaster. And that is why, another reason why there's going to be a military takeover of the government before July. Okay. And I got that during meditation with spirit, blah, blah, blah. It's going, I can see it clearly now. My ears are ringing like a freaking, like octave 10 right now. They're humming. It's all the same. It's going to be more devastating because the war wasn't part of that. Again, we got suckered into that by Israel. Okay. Because you know who's got paid millions of dollars from Israel to do this. That's why there's going to be ground troops on the ground, and it's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. They've been planning for 25 years or more about the United States invading them, and their country is massive, and they have no idea what they're doing. And the military, I'm telling you what, this will be the one. This will be the ignition point of them taking over as people people keep getting killed in large numbers, worse than Iraq. Yeah. So it is about, there's going to be martial law, okay? It's going to be in place. I do not believe from spirit there's going to be an election this year, okay? As people are removed and things start to come out, it's going to be a shock for everybody. Okay, first off, the military coup, which of course has never happened in our history of 250 years, but we're only 250 years old. So this is something that is going to change the trajectory of the energy on the planet. And that's why the United States was chosen by the ETs to be the country that goes through this. Okay, the largest economy and the most powerful militarily. And financially, we're going to be screwed. So, and people have said, well, what about my bills? You're not going to have to pay anything because you're going to see bankruptcy after bankruptcy after bankruptcy. And it's going to be quite brutal. So, don't worry about that kind of stuff. Just worry about get your pantry full, get your freezer full. Okay. Get some cash in the house. All right. 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s, maybe a 50, but the stores are not going to be able to break a $100 bill. They're not. You've seen the cash registers in the stores that don't take cash. Right at the grocery store, we have them here. Kroger and Meijer both do it. They have ones that just take credit and ones that take cash. That's because it's cheaper for them not having cash in every single drawer because they have to pay for it from the Federal Reserve through Brinks. Okay, so that's why. That's going to take nothing but cash because your bank card is not going to work. The Federal Reserve has to be open for checks to clear, for transactions to happen from your debit card. I'm not sure about the credit card transactions that companies run through, but I don't know how the money gets transferred if the Fed's not open. Okay, so still going on. It's going to be. The best case scenario is you got food in your house. You've got it's gonna be summer. It's gonna be summertime, so you're not gonna need your heat. Air conditioning might be a bit if you can't afford it or whatever. But you may not have to pay the bill until later. Student loans will be just forgotten about. They'll be chasing that money, everybody. They'll be chasing that money, all those billions and trillions of dollars that they've stolen. Okay, and it's going to be quite the shock to the country and to the world. Trust me, it's going to be a shock for all of that. Okay. Okay. So Paula, if you want anything more, just text me. Okay. You can Facebook message me or you can text me on my cell phone. All right. So let me go up here and see who else is around. The first half hour went fast. Holy cow, it always does. Okay, Trace. Okay, that's that. I said hi to Angela. Alexis, will I ever feel unstuck? I keep talking to Spirit, and I know it's just my ego bringing me down. But I feel like everything I'm going. Okay, that's because you're not pushing back on your ego, right? When ego brings stuff up, ego, that's not true, that's a lie. Ego, that's not true, that's a lie. Ego, that's not true, that's a lie. If you say that out loud when you can, okay? Spirit had me do this with my right hand to brush my ear because the air goes into my head and it hits my eardrum and he says it goes quicker to my brain, but this works for me, right? Because of the energy that's in your hands. Ego, that's not true, that's a lie. Ego, that's not true, that's a lie. I did that for 9 months in a row, starting in 2019. My ego's right back here now. It's not in control of anything, but it's on trigger. So you can't get rid of it because it's a survival instinct, okay? But it's about, are you doing guided meditations, okay? Are you able to clear your mind? Are you how do you feel in your chest? Are you calm or are you upset? Are you worried? All of those third dimensional things will not allow them to bring you what you want. And you're going to feel stuck. A lot of people feel stuck, Alexis. Okay? And that's just because they haven't had the big push yet, which is coming. But it's all about you regulating your nervous system and balancing out as much as you possibly can. Okay? So if you need more, just text me. All right? Okay, Shan, I received an email from Indeed that they moved on. Okay, so you did not get the job. Okay. Keep asking for it to show up. And anything else what's next? And guys, it can seem like we have to have a point with spirit, right? That, well, I want that job, or I want that job. This is very 3D, okay? They'll let you know, and Shannon, you know this, that as long as you're not in a negative space, as long as you're not feeling sorry, as long as that you're feeling restless, all those things stop the energy from coming to you. And so the more that you can ask and let it go, I know it's scary, it's for everybody, but if that's what you want to do, then Spirit, where's the next vet office? I'm ready. But if not that, then what? Then what, Spirit? What's the next job? Yeah. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense. Hi, Annette. What's going on? God, I haven't talked to you in forever. Do you see a job change? Yes. New school for 26, 27. Because you're a teacher, I believe. Or do you want to stay at the same school and get a bump? Tell them which you'd rather have. Okay? They're waiting for you to, do you talk to them? I mean, I haven't seen you forever. Gosh, it's probably been 8 years. If you're talking out loud to them and having that rapport, you can have anything that you want, my friend. Okay? But there's definitely a job change if you want one. You just have to make it known, Spirit says. Just got to make it known. Okay, Spirit, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to the next school. I'm ready for the next class or whatever it is. Okay? Because you don't talk enough to them. Yeah. Okay? Let me know if you want something else, okay? Or even more. Oh, you're welcome, Laura. You're welcome. Okay, so Lisa's given messages. Alexis McMillan, this is how I've been feeling with the roadblock coming up every time I thought about my move. I thought right away, path for me. There you go. Thank you, Lisa Shore. Thank you. I've known Lisa a long time. I hope you do, Susan. They're on sale. $65 half hour, $105 for 60 minutes. Yeah, Spree, get yourself the 105. It's worth it. Okay, Dorothy. Okay, so I am not, no, sweetie, don't look for a job. If you feel the need to look for a job, then do it once a week for an hour. Okay? Go on whatever what people use now to find a job. If it's Indeed or whatever. Do it for 1 hour. That's it. Don't let you go for more, right? Don't do that, right? Because if you're supposed to use the computer to find something, it will pop up and hit you in the face. It will be magnified. When you're looking through whatever, it's going to be magnified and you're going to see it and you're going to feel it in your heart. Okay? So, and two, I know, it's in the belief that that they will bring it to you. That's a big belief. Okay? That is a big belief. Okay? They just said, if you allow it, it will come. Everybody, if you allow it, it will come. Soul journey, everybody. Ain't no way they're going, they got to follow the soul contract, the soul journey. They have to. Okay? Do we have leeway? Maybe this much. Free will, yeah, maybe this much, you know. But soul journey is soul journey. We just don't know the timeline of the soul journey. And so we can ask, because there's no time in spirit, right? We're linear. So for us, there's time in everything. Spirit would always say to me, what's about the monthly thing, Bill? Why do you need to have a monthly thing? Well, Spirit, every month should end, blah, 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 blah. Well, Bill, why? I don't understand that, because we're looking out to the future. Yeah, I know, but, you know, control. They would always say control. So if you're open to having it come, awesome. If you feel the need to do something once a week for an hour, I'm telling you, if you're meant to use the computer, they'll put it there. Okay? I do both if it was me, just because. But don't, but then don't get disappointed if it's not on the computer the first 1 or 2 or 3 weeks that you are on there. Okay? But 1 day a week, 1 hour. Okay? Okay, she's allowed. Okay, so Lace. Okay, so all my mom's friends and brother have passed, and I know she is depressed about that, but can some insight on may motivate her to be happier? No, sweetie, that's all about healing. It's all about healing. You know, doing things that are fun, giving her the pep talk. You know, and just come on, it's not. Come on, Mom. I know it's different. But again, when the people around us pass away because we're old, that's what happens. We get depressed, and it can be life changing, and that's why most people, if they have a daughter like you, Lace, go for a walk, go get ice cream, go do something. Do something with her so that she's not by herself. Okay? Paula, one more question. What is it, sweetie? Let me know. Hey, Charles, the symphony documentary idea came to me. I have a meeting with the CEO on Thursday. Ooh, I got chills with that, Charles. Oh, big time. On Thursday, is it? No, Charles, it's good. No, I got chills. As soon as I started to read that out loud, my heart fluttered. So it's good. Go down that road, go down that channel. Yeah. But with no expectation, Spirit says, because you're a man of expectations. I believe that's true. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Teresa. Lene, your name is beautiful. It's just crazy. Spirit loves it. It's like, oh my God, they're just, yeah. You're very, very connected to Spirit, yes? Because I've never talked to you, I don't think. Your soul is deeply connected to your spirit guide, Spirit says. Is that true? You're an angel. Not a fairy, but an angel. But you don't feel like that sometimes, Spirit says. But did you know that before? Let me know. Okay, so Paula. Yeah, Paula, it's going to be mind-blowing for most people. Hi, Sandy. What's going on? Okay, I live in a 158-year-old house that was coroner's house around 1900. So many souls have been through. Recently, I've been smelling cigarette smoke. Honey, that's your mom. That's your mom. And that's your mom. Yep, that's your mom. Yep, my mom does it all the time. Yep, drives me nuts. Just out of the frickin' blue. Or my brother will be around and all I smell is weed. Because he smoked weed like a freaking chimney. He was stoned all the time. Oh, this is in the 70s, right? When stuff was like Hawaiian weed was like $50 an ounce or some crazy ass thing back in the day. Yeah, it's your mom. Say hello to her also, Spirit says. Speak to her like she's still here, okay? Make her part of your life, he also says. What about Social Security payments? Oh no, Nancy, we'll still get our Social Security. That's on automatic, unless they mess it up. I don't think that they will. I I think that they'll claim some BS, but if the military is in charge, we're going to be fine. Yep. Okay. When will we get back to some sense of normalcy and with everything that's coming? 2030. 2030. We got 4 years. It finishes out in 2050. Okay? But think about it. We've been on the earth for over 12,000 years. So there's a lot of stuff to clear out. There's a lot of stuff to clean up. We're the first country to do it. But it's going to be, and Robin, you already know this, and already know this inside, that as we move further and further away from 3D, because things are just completely going to change 100%, right? Here, Daisy. Here. It's going to be a sense of relief. A sense of relief. Okay? So you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Let me know if you want anything else, okay? If you want to talk. Hey, Blake, what's going on, brother? Can't wait to talk to you on Friday. Okay, Jody, feel any of my mom's energy? Yeah, she's totally here. Okay, hang on. Should have said, do you feel my mom's energy today in what she's trying for me to know? I felt her heavy for weeks. Okay, so she's telling me, Jody, that you got to give up. Surrender. Because I think you're a Capricorn like I am, if I remember right. This is going to be an amazing year for Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn Aquarius rising. And I'm kind of connecting more with my Aquarius energy now. But I believe you're a Capricorn like I am. It's time to release and let them move you into who you're supposed to be. Okay? That's what Mom's trying to tell you, is just to surrender. Just stop. Because you keep pushing she sees, pushing away the change. She says, pushing away the change. Is that true? Are you too much in your head? Who are you mad at? Your mom says you're mad at someone. She'd love for you to let go and let them move you. Does that make sense? Let me know, okay? Any more questions, let me know too, all right? Hello, Erica. I'm doing meditations and I'm talking to Spirit every day. My chest feels heavy and therapy is helping all it can. So when did you start there? Well, when did you start therapy and how long have you been going? And it takes a while for it to really kick in, where things will really be blown out. Heavy is okay when you're in therapy, because you're getting ready to release the big bomb. Okay? I did therapy for 13 years, and it saved my life. So going through and releasing all the struggles in this lifetime and prior lives is a difficult thing. It kind of sucks. If you are on antidepressants, awesome. If you're not, call your doctor and get some, because that will absolutely change the dynamic of your thought process and relieve some of that pressure that's in your heart. Okay? Been on those since 97, and they truly are a godsend. Well, Erica, they won't tell you where or when, okay? You just have to be connected and open and clear vision, clear everything. You know what you got to do. I haven't talked to you guys in forever, so it's hard for me to your guy just said, they kind of given up on that shit. Yeah. You guys need to work in each other too. Yeah. Annette says yes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Yes, I talk. I will tell them what I want. Thank you. It's okay. That's okay. Okay, so who's Jim? Lene? I have 3 men in my doorway. Okay? Is he your brother, or is he your brother or your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend? Because he says he's right here, but I can't see his face, so I don't know what he looks like. Your dad's gone? Grandpa's gone too. Let me know who Jim is, okay? Yeah, there's 3 of them in the doorway. I keep getting this husband, boyfriend, husband, boyfriend, husband, boyfriend, husband, boyfriend. So let me know, okay? Hi, Karen, what's going on? I have a bleeding disorder and I have not been able to walk for 6 months due to swollen right leg. Okay. They think it's a precancerous, but no one will treat it yet because it has acquired homophilia. Okay. Can I heal this holistically? And do I... Okay. So Karen, there's a quantum healer, my friend Brenda, in St. Clair Shores. Okay. She can help you with that. Okay. She can help you with that. They're telling me that as soon as I started to read what was going on, Spirit says Brenda, 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 Brenda. Okay. There are stairs involved, but I don't know if that's a problem. Chimes. But yeah, Brenda. Okay. Yeah. But you said you haven't been able to walk for 6 months. Well, you can also do, because she also does remote healings too. Okay. If you want to call me and let me know, call me and talk to me, that's fine. You know, you can call me on Messenger, you can call me on my phone number. Okay. You probably still have it, I think. Okay. But I'm saying holistically, yes, pretty much. Just a little bit that needs to come from the outside, Spirit says. Yeah, that is that precancerous stuff, the swelling and things like that, the liquid, whatever it is, that's them kind of clear out your body, and you had and in this instance, your leg was the most unsecured. We have parts in our body that are not that strong, and for you it was that leg. So everything happened in that leg, but it can be healed. Okay, you can always call me and let me know. I'll also give you Brenda's phone number if you want me to. Okay, she's amazing. She's truly amazing. Oh, you are a medium. Awesome. So who's Jim? So she's medium under sweet spirit metabolic renewal. Really? Ooh, I like you. Ooh, my insides are doing like this. Whoa. Yeah, I like you. Wow. Sandy. Talk to her. Talk to her. Hey, Tammy. Well, honey, you need to call me. Let's just say that. You need to call me. Because it's going to happen in stages. Okay, I don't know if Martha's told you anything. This is my sister's best friend in Colorado. But it's going to happen in stages, and it's not going to be it's going to be more of a shock when it happens. But it's going to happen all at one time. So the ship's going down fast, really fast, and people aren't paying attention. Okay, but have some cash in your house, all right? Because the bank ain't gonna open, and we can talk. Call me tomorrow or call me this weekend or what? Well, today's only Tuesday, right? So yeah, call me whenever you want. Okay, don't be a stranger. Just call me. Don't text me. We gotta talk on the phone. All right, Tim? Oh, Jody, you're a Gemini? Why do I think that you're a freaking Capricorn? Wow. Okay, Audrey, I'm great. Are most of us part of the 144,000? What's 144,000, Audrey? I don't know what that is. Something about ascended masters. Spirit says something about ascended masters. Because Spirit is okay. It's got to be it because they're not letting me move on. Spirit has always talked about the fact that as you go through your spiritual journey and as you get deeper and deeper connected to your guides and the universe and God, that we will be as connected as ascended masters. And that Spirit is saying that's more than likely what that is, the total of 144,000. Let me know what you have on that. But that's what he's telling me. And they're excited. And I don't, Spirit doesn't give me that stuff. Okay? It's just plain simple things, you know? Come on. Thing back. Yeah, let me know what that is. Oh, sheesh. That's the future. So Jody, there you go. She hates change. Honey, we all do, especially when we're this age. Okay? But change is good because it revitalizes our body. It revitalizes our energy. It revitalizes everything about our life as we get rid of shit and throw it away and clean up our house and stuff like that. Call me if you want to. Okay? We'll talk it out easily. Okay? Oh, so your nephew, Jody, okay. Interesting. There's no one there that committed suicide. How did he shoot himself? I just saw a gun. My dog's doing zoomies from the downstairs to the downstairs stairs to the garage into the other bedroom with a piece of plastic in her mouth. Crazy, yeah. Here, running around, yeah. Hang on, Jody. Okay, so so he just showed up. So, okay. I don't know how long he's been gone, but he says he's exactly where he's supposed to be. He says, he knew before he left that it had to happen because he was not in the right place. He was not in the right place. Yeah. Oh, yes, big time. He just hit me right there also. Yeah. Daisy? Come on. No stairs. No stairs. You can't go down the stairs, sweetie. Okay? No stairs. It's too late. Okay? Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Oh, your first high vibe love. Ha ha. You know that's from past lives, right? Don't last a certain amount of time. Oh, this so it's interesting because there's a brother, a father, and the man in the middle didn't give a name because the first number one and number three kept vibrating higher, and number two just sat there. He'd start there. Okay, so something about never forgetting each other. Never forgetting each other. Did he do mind altering drugs? He just said that. Mind-altering drugs. Mind-altering drugs. Yes, Kathy, that's ascension. Yep, that's ascension. Live in it, honey. Live in it. It's glorious. It's glorious. You're such a beautiful soul anyway. Yeah. Something about a Jeep, Lene. Something about a Jeep. Jeep and sand dunes. Oh, he's right. Man, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let me know what that is. Oh, ex-boyfriend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, Lene. Oh, okay. He just said, are you coming to talk to me? Can't you talk to him? Are you not? Oh, he's right there. I'm telling you what, man. He's right there. Can you not speak with him? He is, I got just, yeah, just the chills in my left side of my head right there. He is gleeful. He is gleeful. So I'm assuming that you can't have a conversation with him. You either can't hear what we're going to talk about, or it comes from here. But something is, yeah. Is he from California? He's got my left ear like, zzz. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, Shannon, that's what I thought. Yeah, she can do it. Yeah, do a remote. Robin, Brenda is freaking fabulous. Yes, she is. I'll tell you what. Okay, group of souls that came to the earth to help others. Audrey, that came to the earth in this time period now, or came in before? Are they fairies and unicorns and things like that? Let me know, because I'm interested in that. I may Google it too, okay? Jody, because you have that energy. Do you know what your rising sign is? I would love to know, because you have a deep sense of earth. You have a deep understanding of spirit. You radiate it out of you. And when you don't change, because I'll tell you, guys, I think you said you're a Gemini. Gemini used to transfer all of their gunk to their twin and kind of put their twin in the corner and live their life all free and happy, right? They can no longer do that. Okay? They have to hold it and cleanse it themselves. So that's why you're feeling like I don't like change, because in past lives, when you were a Gemini, you could just transfer it to your twin. You can't do that this lifetime. It kind of sucks. Yeah. Son's health, both mental and physical. Can you give me some insight? He needs. Can you get him into therapy, Dorothy? Because I'm telling you, he's going through transformation. He doesn't know what it is. Does he hear voices? Seriously saying he needs therapy. He needs therapy. So what trauma happened to him when he was a child? Because Spirit keeps showing me trauma. Could not be this lifetime. Could be in a past life. But if anything happened this lifetime, like somebody passing away, like a friend or a loved one, cousin, being bullied at school. But I'm telling you, Spirit is showing me that he's getting messages, and he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what it is. Does that make sense? Let me know, okay? Because that's what. Do you want me to come back to you, Dorothy? Because the mental can affect the physical. He may feel like he doesn't want to do anything. He may just be blasé. Not have any drive, anything like that. Because I know he's young. I know he's really young. And again, yes, there's something there that he holds deep inside of himself. Okay. Okay, Jody, so it was a gun. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You want to meet Daisy? Well, come on over. You know, we're here all the time. Whoops. I knew he wasn't right. Well, honey, what are you mad about? Because he left? Jode, you can't, no, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Soul journey, sweetie. Soul journey. You can't get away from soul journey. Okay? All our souls signed the contract that said, this time, from the day we're born to the day we're going to die, our spirit guides know everything about us. And you got loads of them on top of your head. Okay? And you got loved ones around you and things like that. So understand that you can't change where your destiny's at. He had to do this to clear karma from past lives. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Forgive him. Drank that night, but could have. The great thing about, if there is anything about hurting yourself, unless their soul journey says they have to feel it because of past lives, because they killed somebody and they felt it, that they go into a trance. Their soul leaves their body before they do it. I've talked to kids, young people who have hanged themselves, and they said I didn't feel anything at all. I was in a trance. All I did was just let go. Either the boxes moved, the chair moved, whatever, because it just happens automatically. Yeah. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Well, Jody, you need to call me. We'll just have a conversation. I'll get you out of that shit. That's because you're obstinate. That's because you are a freaking Taurus or something, because you are a freaking earth sign. Somewhere in your chart, it's really, really deep. It's really, really deep. So the 141440 is from before. Okay, so it's before this lifetime. You tell me, Jody. Okay. Thank you, Kathy. Jody, you can't be a Gemini rising and a Gemini. Are you a Gemini? You are a double Gemini? Oh, Kathy, I know you are. I know you're a triple Taurus. I remember us doing that little TV show we did with each other in 2018. Yeah. There goes Daniel, Daisy. Oh, got you, Audrey. Audrey says, at different times, they're actually here already. It's a frequency needed on the earth to help us remember who we are. Ah, got you. Got you. Okay. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to ask them about that. Yeah. I'm getting, Audrey, on that is that there's a lot of children that were born that way after the year 2000. Even before, selected ones were. I don't include myself in that because I don't really know that much about it. It doesn't resonate, but it interests me. It fascinates me. Okay, so I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, Dorothy hasn't mentioned it. No voices that I know of. His grandmother passed away, and he was close to her. That's probably it. He's probably mourning. Okay, for boys, it's tough. It's tough, because if they're really close to somebody and that person shared their love and they were connected from past lives, which he was, Spirit says, it can take a toll, but it's also about. They keep saying therapy. That he he doesn't have a good self-image. He doesn't like himself. He doesn't think he fits in. He thinks he's weird. Okay. And that's just how he came, Spirit says. We all come a certain way. Okay. So if you can, get a therapist that's an emotional therapist, and he'll go. Even if it's just once or twice a month would be better. If your insurance can pay for some of that or not, I would do something like that. Okay. So it'll help him to heal himself from his grandma. Okay. Hey, Susan, how's it going? Okay. Yeah, okay. We had a bad interaction before well, honey, you're supposed to have the bad interaction before he passed, because that's who you are. You were very important to him in a past life, Spirit says. Not as much this lifetime, although it was never positive. Was he just okay? I don't know. I've got to put this a better way. Was he just off? Meaning just off? My brother was like that. He was just off. My oldest brother. Yeah, he was just off, and he did all kinds of drugs and stuff like that. He didn't hurt himself, but yeah. Oh, you asked about mind altering. There you go. My brother did the same thing. Yep. His wife died before him. His soul was okay. Got you. Hey, Julie, how's it going? Teresa. Good, Barbara. Okay, that sounds good, Jody. Audrey, you have got me all fluttery. So I'm going to have to ask them about that stuff. Maybe they'll show me tonight, or I'll get a YouTube video about it. But thank you. I appreciate that. Not off per se. Yeah. Okay. Think I got everybody. So I'm going to take off, guys, because it's been an hour and 12 minutes, and I got to take the dog out. So as I said, the readings, 30 minutes is $65. 60 minutes is $105. It's $50. It's $50 off the 60 minutes and $60 off the half an hour. So billhobart.com if you're into that. Let's have a conversation, see what's going on. If you ever have any questions, you can reach out to me all the time. Facebook Messenger, you can text me, you can whatever. My phone number is on the bottom of my webpage, billhobart.com. Yeah, come on and let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Okay. If you guys get anything else that you want answered, just text me. Facebook Messenger. Okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, guys. Coaching for the Soul is Thursday, 3:00, and then it goes on YouTube. Last week's was pretty good. Did a little question and answer, and we talked about manifesting and abundance last week. So YouTube at Bill Hobart. Okay, check out Coaching for the Soul there. Pretty freaking amazing. Been doing it since 2017. There's like 340 videos, whatever there is. The transformation in those videos is freaking amazing. So check it out. Get yourself a YouTube feed, everybody, because your God will bring you stuff you never thought you'd ever see. Okay? So think we're good. All right, guys. I'll talk to you on Thursday. Coach for the